Well, hello again, YouTube. Posting back-to-back videos after not having any new content up in a while. But this is just a hobby for me. I don't take myself seriously. As I've said in the previous video, I've got myself a VP9 SK. Love it so far. Put 400 rounds through it. Not a hiccup. The smaller or subcompact version of the VP9, which is here. And you can see the numerous videos on YouTube here comparing the two. But I thought I'd show you some holsters here that I have for my VP9 and how they work with the VP9 SK. But before I get into that, I just want to show you one thing I have found with the VP9 SK. This is the VP9. Okay, this is my TLR1s because it has a strobe, but fits on there nicely. I'm not going to tighten it down, and goes in that holster that I got from Bravo Concealment nicely. Works well. To show you, it's not going to show up well on camera. It's got the GL or Glock piece, because I originally got that and used that with my Glock 19 and drop the slide so you can see there's a little bit of a gap here, but you still reach it with your finger and turn it on. Tighten it down, it's good to go. And that's the Glock rail. And so as I said, with the VP9, I don't need to change out that piece, and it fits perfectly. A little closer to the finger guard here, but trigger guard, excuse me, but it works fine. But when you go to put it on the VP9 SK, it will not fit. The trigger guard hits the back of that before it can engage the slot on the rail, so I will need to take this apart, see what adapters I have to see if I have one that will fit this. So that was a little disappointment, and one of the touting facts that this has a rail. Now I've got to figure out where my box is for my TLR1s, because like I showed you, I was able to use it, or had originally got it for use with my Glock 19, my Glock 17, heck, my SIG 229. It works with that. I don't need to change out that. It works on my 1911. I have a rail 1911, and it works on my VP9 SK. All of a sudden, I try to put it on my subcompact VP9 and it does not fit. So I'm going to have to play around with the adapters and see if I've got something that will indeed fit in there. If anyone knows what'll work, post in the comments, help me out. That would be great. So a little disappointing. So well, while I have a nice light bearing holster for the VP9, I do not have one. I don't have a light yet for the VP9 SK. Put my Glock off to the side here. These guns were safety check. I'm doing back-to-back videos, so pardon me for not demonstrating it on this video. All right. This was the first holster I got. It's a Galco. When I should talk about my VP9 SK. It's a Galco, and it was actually for the the P9, the P30. I keep wanting to stick an extra 9 in there. That's why I had to look at my cheat sheet over there. The P30, because when I first got my VP9, there weren't holsters out, but there were holsters for the P30, and the leather holster worked just fine. Good retention, covered the trigger. The HK, it was a Galco holster for the P30, the HK P30. And it works fine for the VP9 SK, but as you can see, it just does not go all the way. You know, the slide is versus the full-length slide of the VP9 going down all the way into the holster. So that worked, but I went, heck, I don't want to carry that with, you know, that extra length if I don't need it. So another holster that works for the VP9, I'm sorry, I keep doing that. The H&K P30 was this DeSantis mini slide, I think they call it, or belt slide, not sure which. And the full-size VP9 fits fine. Of course, you're not protecting your front sight and your the tip of your slide and muzzle. But the VP9 SK, very comfortable, minimal extension of the slide through the bottom of the holster. But this carries so much higher up on the hip than this carries down lower on the belt. This down lower, potentially under your t-shirt or extending out outside of your t-shirt. This higher up on the belt. I really like that holster. It's a DeSantis. Can't read the model number, 086 it looks like. It is F3. But the mini slide. So back to some Kydex holsters. This is from Bravo Concealment for the VP9 full size, or the VP9. I guess they consider that a compact pistol. Here's the subcompact VP9 SK, and it fits in fine, but obviously the slide is not the length in the holster. So I've got a Kydex option that I can wear. And my Alien Gear holster, because I don't like to wear the VP9 full size inside the waistband. This is really only a hip holster outside the waistband, and pretty much relegated to a range gun because of just the overall length of that grip. I don't conceal it as easily as I can, say, a Glock 19. That little bit of, do it this for you, just that little bit of difference right there between the Glock 19 and the VP9, that is a lot when you're trying to conceal it under a shirt. So I will carry this concealed under a shirt and on an outside the waistband holster. I just wasn't feeling it here. Beautiful gun, love the trigger, the ergonomics, but this ended up being a range gun and a home defense firearm. But as my range gun, I got something that I could pull on, pull off real quickly and easily, and you can see the full size, or the VP9 comes all the way down there, and then the VP9 SK fits that holster snugly. But as you can see, hopefully, the bottom part of the holster is, you know, not necessary. Basically, from here up, this whole distance right there is not necessary. I do have this is for my Glock 19, which, as I said, I will carry either inside the waistband or on my hip. And this is another Alien Gear holster. I'm going to take the shell off of this and take the shell off of this and swap them. And I can wear this inside the waistband if I so choose, using the full-size VP9 shell. I keep checking on the Alien Gear website, and even did a little link where you talk to the customer service rep online, or chat with them in a chat. They do not yet have the shell for the SK, although they said in the chat that they would be. So I'm going to hold off right now in swapping these shells around, because I like to use this shell for the full-size VP9, and I really like this outside the waistband holster. And if I'm carrying inside the waistband, I'm probably going to carry my Ruger LC9S Pro. That's it for the holsters. If you have any questions, any comments, post them in the comments section. I'll try to respond. But otherwise, y'all have a great and safe Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for watching.